It is 6 p.m. Welcome to the Sports Arena Sentosa for the Kopiko Purple League Match Day 7, first day of action. My name is Jeevan Sovanathan, sitting with me in the commentary box, Donald Spears. And we've already seen two amazing ties, Don.
Yes, it's been a really fascinating day of badminton so far. Bangsar Hawks getting their first clean victory in the Kopiko Purple League.
Right,
and
13-10.
a really close game between two of the top-ranked teams, Kepong and Puchong, with Kepong coming out the winners on this occasion.
As you can see from the table standings, those are the four clubs that have played their 7th matches, so that not quite reflective of what the final standings will look like. Kajang taking on Petaling, so Kenichi Tago will be taking on to the court very soon. I'll tell you a couple of other names as well as we look at the order of play. There he is, Kenichi Tago in the 5th match of the 6. We also have Hendra Setiawan taking to the court as well. Liliana Natsia. All in all, very strong all around. It could be another very interesting tie for them as both these clubs play their 7th match.
Let's get this tie going. First, let's bring on the away side. Scream for Petaling, BC! Led by your captain, Iskandar Zulkarnain Zainuddin. Xia Chun Kang. Chen Jiahuo. Kenichi Tago. Tika Ariana Ingram. Ardiansha Putra. Go Visham. Lim Yin Fan. Yo Sing Zhou. Coached by Romy Arnold. Manager Lieutenant Colonel Wong Ajin. That's the away side, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's bring on the home side. Kajang, BC! Your captain, Lo Wei Sheng. Bong Guang Yik. Liliana Natser. Songbon Anuritayawan. Hendra Setiawan. Aviat Yuris Winawan. Bun Wei Ying. UKE. Coached by Lokman Hakim. And manager Yo K. Lund. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The two teams vying for this tie.
So our two teams out on court.
Petaling, BC and Kajang, BC.
Thanks for that, JD. I have to say that. As you heard, Kajang and Petaling, so many big names on show today. Liliana Natsia, just like Vita Marissa, very, very talented doubles player from Indonesia, has been drafted into the ranks. And we've got the already strong partnerships. A lot of these players, of course, we've seen in action recently. Govi Shem and Iskandar Zulkarnain should be an interesting men's doubles pairing in the 3rd match.
Yeah, very interesting pairing there.
And just before we get to...
Let's chat with team boss from Kajang, BC, Yo Kalun. Very obvious from your team lineup, no Kento Momota, all right? Is that a big blow considering how much you had to get out of the bottom for? What are Kajang's chances in today's tie?
Okay, we haven't given up yet. We're still fighting because I know that PBC, they have a strong single player. So Kenton here, but we have Diana and Hendra Setiawan. We try to get more point on the double side because we have now Hendra, Afia, Sombong. The double side is quite strong, so we try to get the point from there.
I like that. So it's all about the doubles for Kajang, but let's head over to Petaling BC boss, Lieutenant Colonel Wong Ajit. Your team, two back-to-back wins and ties. Your players, I'm thinking they're pretty confident right now. Top 4, achievable? Is it within grasp, or is there still a lot more to be done to the squad?
At the moment, we are looking quite good, but I still not very, very sure. It will depend on tonight's match.
So, all to play for in this tie. First and foremost, managers, let's have a handshake before we start. Let's get to all the matches. Back to you in the Ivo Court commentary box.
So we get to the men's singles, Yo Kei and Yo Seng Zo. Possibly the weakest of all the matches, strangely, as most of the clubs have been opting for a strong start.
Yes, but this could be a really interesting tie-up because both players quite inexperienced on the circuit and probably quite evenly matched. We'll see how the game progresses, but this could be a key one for Yo Kei to get something on the board for Kajang. If looking through the later men's singles, of course, Kenichi Tago so strong that you wouldn't really expect him to falter. So Yo Kei has a chance here to get some points on the board for his team.
Definitely.
And take on his very young opponent.
That's really what it's all about. Your established stars delivering all the points. And Aryan Chaputra and Tika Ingram have shown that they can do that in the mixed doubles, even though they might be facing Liliana Natsia. So the mixed doubles is going to be an interesting matchup indeed. Chen and Xia, well, we know they can rack up the points for Petaling as well. In the 6th match, Kenichi Tago in the 5th. So 4, 5, and 6 looking like they'll go to Petaling. Govi Shem and Iskandar Zulkarnain, well, we'll have to see how that actually plays out in terms of, well, you know, Iskandar is a full-on singles player, absolutely. Govi Shem is a full-on doubles player, so it'll be interesting to see how they match up against Hendra Setiawan.
Decorated Hendra Setiawan, which will certainly give Kajang a chance in that match.
So there is chances that the tie could swing either way in the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd matches. 4, 5, and 6 should go to Petaling, but we'll find out as we get underway here. Umpire and service judge, sorry, will introduce the players. We'll start us off on our men's singles. Sharma Zaman and Ian Spear, our umpire and service judges for today, or for this match. And it's going to be interesting to see which of these relative unknowns gets their points on the board for their clubs.
Yeah, so of course, Kei Yo having a lot of experience outside of Kopiko Purple League, but this is his first appearance for the Kajang team.
Player ready to play.
And Yo, of course, had, I guess, a very difficult first match. Sorry, Yo Zeng Zo. He played Bong Guan Yik, who he overcame in four games, and then had to play Mohammed Hafiz Hashim, who beat him 3-love. So this could be a really close one here.
Yep, that was expected, of course. Hafiz Hashim, that was that incredible performance with just 7 unforced errors. So let's see how this one plays out.
Service over, 1-love.
So a 2-0 lead on
Oh,
for
3-0.
Oh, that's right, 3-0.
KE taking the initiative.
Oh, just a late
desperate
rescue
save
there
from Shango. Not really leading to any kind of a clear, easily dispatched from midcourt. That's better, that's more powerful from the corner. This is first point on the match, he'll be relieved to have that. They're just not finding his lines at the moment.
And it could be a quick first game over for him if he doesn't. Wow, that one's wide as well.
Service over. 2-6.
And already heads being rolled around on the Petaling side of the court. Kajang here with a firm lead.
Service over. 3-7.
But a chance now for Petaling to possibly launch an attack. Maybe too late in this game.
Service over.
And that was
8-3.
another mistake which has led to an 8-3 lead for Kajang.
So Yeo KE, an established player for some time in Malaysia, not been so active on the international circuit recently.
9-3.
But showing a lot of composure and experience to take the initiative in this first game.
And closing in on the first game now.
Snatching at that one. He's not really controlling his opponent at all. He's unfortunately being drawn into some rash shots like that one. Perhaps rushing a little bit. That's a tight net shot from KE and follows up with the delightful attack. That's classic badminton play. Just draw your opponent in at the net and then follow up strongly with a powerful attack, which he did. Beautifully executed drop there.
11-3 and the first game down. And a pretty strong one for Kajang all in all. It was strewn with errors, of course, for Petaling from Sengji, but well done from KE. And as you can see there, you've got the 1-0 scoreline for Kajang. We're going to have a look at some of the unforced errors there. Currently it's 7-1, and all of these 7 are from Yeo. Look at the points he's lost. As I said, the net ones, you could be possibly excused, forced into those, but you're down the line, they should be bang on the money, really.
Yes, and Yeo Shengzhou is just for me, just rushing things a little bit. When he has to serve, he hasn't been taking his time. He's not thinking about the construction of the point. He's just snatching at the chances he's getting. Understandable, less experienced than his opponent, but if he can tighten up that, he's definitely got some attacking prowess, which might bring him back into this match. Lovely net shot. That's good play from Shango. Lovely net shot set up, lift from his opponent, and he was
Good way to start this
really
second
quick
game.
onto the attack. That's better from Shango. And again attacking at the net, bringing rewards for the Petaling player.
So, they say a game of two halves. Well, we've seen two games. And so far, well, apart from that, a much better performance from the Petaling player. Seems to be warming up a little.
Service over. 3-1.
3-1 now. This is almost a mirror image of the first game.
Excuse me. No flash camera, please. Excuse me.
Shango just pointing out someone in the crowd who has very obviously got a camera running because the flash is very bright. So the stewards will come and have a word with that audience member.
I'm sure they will. There's actually a light up there, I can see.
Yeah.
Which has just been switched off.
Yes. So that led to a short delay in this match. Joe was just finding his attacking prowess with some energetic movement of his opponent and
absolutely
smashes.
Good movement, good execution in the end. Very good point. So 3-1 up. And this really has been just
4-1.
really about warming up for both of these players. We're so used to seeing such strong players turning up in the first match. Now the onus of this tie has kind of been moved to the middle and the end. So the unknown quantities coming right at the start.
Oh. So very fortunate that just tipped over just
just
on the
helped.
cork.
Literally just helped.
And you don't see that in any other racket sports. Good defense from Shango. Back on the attack here. And again, acrobatic stuff. Wow.
Yes,
great
wow.
enthusiasm from the youngster and some nice controlling rallies as well.
Good shot indeed.
He was under a lot of pressure there, but came through and held on. So we take a 5-2 lead in this game.
And what a difference it was from his first game. His first game just looking a little bit under pressure, looking like he was a bit pushed.
Really nervous.
He's come back here. He's got a good lead. 11 points each of these 5 games. Best of 5 games per match. And 6 matches in each tie. So plenty of points to be played with.
And now Shango really showing what he can do. That's a delightfully executed net shot. You see the tumbling, slicing movement of the shuttle. He has to lift, and confident smashing from Yo straight to the body of his opponent. And again, it's powerful stuff from Shango at the moment.
2.
So that breaks the passage of play, which by far has been Shangzhou's best in this match so far.
And it needed to be done, though he has possibly done enough already in this game at 7-3 to take it. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to take a lot from KE.
Service over 4-8. Excuse me, no. Flash camera, please.
Now, it seemed like a bit of a reminder. Didn't quite catch what was going on. Oh, good change considering, but 9 out of 10 times, if you do end up with your back to net and you do try and refocus yourself, you end up losing that point.
Well, I have
so
to say,
hard to change it.
Again, Shangzhou showing some real quality at the net. Composure and Kayi looking a bit frustrated at the moment. And again, powerful attack from Shangzhou. Cross court, and Kayi just couldn't reach it.
10. Game point 4.
So game point. And as we did say, it was almost a mirror of the first game. Well, first one was won 11-3 by KE. Second one looks like it could go 11-4. The question is, Don, which of these performances has been better?
Well, it's very nice to see Shangzhou showing what he can do. His first match against Hafiz Hashim was really very difficult for him to make any impression on the more experienced player, especially on such a big stage at this, but he's now taken the second game, and that marks his first contribution to Team Petaling in the Kopiko Purple League, and that's a great milestone for the youngster.
Oh,
played some
yes, exactly.
Superbly controlled net shots in that first match, and also some real stinging attacks to leave Kayi wondering how to respond.
And very quick for both matches already, just 13 minutes played on the clock. And I think that it's actually the Petaling player that might be in the ascendancy, but let's find out. About to get on to game 3. Very quick turnaround here at the Sports Arena Sentosa between games. Some of the players have tried to create more time for themselves, but they have been sternly reminded by the umpires about the 20 seconds allowed between games and points, so general time. Almost on cue. We have both the Yos back on court.
Third game. Level play. One love. Two love.
Well, Kayi being tempted into an exceptional shot. He almost got away with it, but the momentum in this game has just been completely reversed since game 1.
Yep. I really think it is a question of warming up. But so far, this third game, which was going to be the game that really defines it, is just being owned.
5 love.
By Shangzhou. Could be another interesting matchup in the women's singles after this. Lim Yin Fan, who we've seen a great deal of against Boon Wei Ying. But this would be good for Petaling if they could pick off 3 points here, or a 3-1 it would have to be now.
Another superb net shot from Shango. I'm still astonished at the transformation of the player we saw in the first game to what we're seeing now, because it's quick movement and very light on his feet, and crucially with some superbly controlled net shots. And here he gives away the serve to Kai Yi, who cleverly pushes past him.
6-1 up. It's not easy to come back from that. Make that 7-1 now.
Kai Yi is now playing the game at the high tempo of his opponent, which is not really suiting his more constructed, considered style of play. Making a lot of his mistakes to boot.
Yes, it's true, and those mistakes could cost him, especially here. That's 9-1. The unforced error count for KE's 11. Shango, it's a little bit less, 9. But then both these players quite young, so we wouldn't really be looking at their unforced errors. That's a statistic that has to be guarded by the more experienced players. Oh, really?
Service over. 10. Game point 2.
Good cross court from Kai Yi, but lifting to dangerous opponent.
Yeah, Shango is moving around nicely there. Seems to be up for it.
Brings up the second game
11-2,
for Shango. Yeah. He's really firing well now.
11-2, absolutely perfect score for him. It's what he'd like. One of the highest scores that we've seen as well. And Shango, the player in ascendancy right now, just 17 minutes on court so far, has given Petaling his club a good 2 points to build off. And that's what it's really about on these match days. It's about building up over the 6 matches as much as you can. We just saw earlier today at 10 a.m. 13-10 Bangsa Hawks managed to get a +3 games difference for the first time ever and actually win a tie in the Kopiko Purple League. And then we saw a 0-sum game between the 2nd place Puchong United and the 4th place Kapong, or close to it. That was +1, Kapong winning in the end. And now there's a chance that if Shango can pull this off, that if he kicks this off 3-1 with a strong lineup in mixed doubles, men's singles, and the second men's doubles for Petaling, that could be where they string together possibly a full 9 points. You never know. That's how this tie is going to progress, or should progress.
At the moment, Kai Yi has nothing to trouble.
Absolutely nothing, yeah.
Shango, he's unfortunately making a lot of errors, and his bread and butter game, his usual game, is letting him down. It's nice. More tight on the drop shot from Kai Yi. He's now got to try and get a foothold back into this match, slow the game down, take his time over every point.
Service over. 3-1.
A bit more of sting perhaps, just deadened by the net. And look at that. Shango lightning to the net. Couldn't quite make it over.
Well, that's the sort of mistake he was making in the first game, so we hope we don't see that coming back, but just snatching at it, just trying too hard almost. Here we have Kai on serve.
That one wide as well, and he was just asking himself as to how, because the rest of that point was played really well. So nice tied up.
Asking for the wipe down. He's drawing on his experience to get the tempo of this match in his favor. He was really under pressure when he allowed Shango so much on his serve, playing the game at his pace. Now he has the initiative. It's 3-3. He looks like he's back in this match, and he has a game plan.
Definitely going to 4, of course. Possibly going to 5.
Service over, 4-3.
A rather weak forehand clear from Kai, pounced on by Shango.
Wow, that one as well. Flying wide. That's a 2-point lead. And all he should need, if he can just exert that type of game, 6-3 into the break.
Shango just taking out his string in that attack. Again, perhaps a naive lift from Kai, just really not pushing it deep enough.
Yeah, you definitely
giving the youngster the chance to attack.
Definitely don't want to have to face that. That smash looks like it's pretty useful.
So, everything all right with the new racket?
I'm sure he's got a few more in there just in case this one breaks as well. There's that smash again. So quick to the net after his smash. Actually just rushing all over the court.
Oh, Shango electing to drop that one, but I wonder if that's a mistake in this rally. Kai holding on. Lovely net shot. Oh dear, oh dear.
Well,
what happened?
That was almost like the entire arena went silent for him to play that shot.
Kai, after playing such a lovely net shot, what drove him to power that one almost 2 foot wide?
Not good at 7-3. Facing serve. Oh, that one's just a bit short, but that's the kind of variance and margin of error that would probably be acceptable. So, okay, with a chance here. And it's an important point. It's either going to be 8-4, 7-5.
Service over,
Well. 8-4. And then that net shot just completely lets him down.
Well, he was under pressure at the net there. I think he wanted to avoid the hovering Kai, who was waiting for the straight shot, so he tries to play it cross, but difficult shot to pull off. Still 3 points ahead.
And good enough. 3 points ahead, 3 points all you need. Of course, as you'd expect, the unforced error count already has gone up, but actually, to be honest, 18 and 15, 18 to K and 15 to Shango isn't that bad when we're into the 4th game. But also, they've been playing into each other. It's just clear winners.
Yeah,
Shango has actually come up with those. 4-1.
He had a very bad patch, but he's back in it.
So KU making his younger opponent just really work for it, but look at those. Just so much energy. In the end, forces the error. That's the way it's been going. 9-5, and he closes in.
Again, really contrasting styles between the two players. Kai very static, keeping his position, not getting drawn around the court. And Shango much more willing to hop and bounce and roll with some of the punches.
And he's
So
definitely just
far,
lightning
Shango
around the
is
court.
now at match point. And he went for it.
Just a bit too much.
Guts or glory or
Yeah.
whatever. He saw
Was.
his chance. Lucky he's got another
4
5
foot.
chances to do
Yes.
the same, because
Well, hopefully 1 foot off each of those chances.
yes, he'll
At
need to
least.
bring his range in a little bit.
So just in the middle of this brilliant match so far, we've seen 2 crazy shots.
Very difficult to see Kai coming back into this now, but he's still in this rally.
And that's it. Nice winner at the end.
It's to match suit Yo Shango.
Interesting upset, you'd say. The younger opponent.
Well, I think it's a great breakthrough for the young player. He has really had the chance to show what he can do, and that will give him a huge amount of confidence.
Yeah.
When he got his groove on, really very nice to watch in that match.
As I said, that means that really Kajang going to have to try and pick it up in these next 2 matches, because there's a very strong lineup coming up. Let's find out from Shango what he thought of the match after we get quick confirmation. 3-1 scoreline, 3-1 on the tie, 25 minutes. Let's hear what he had to say.
All right, we're down here with the winner of the men's singles match. First blood goes to Petaling. Do you think you played great, or do you think there were some things in your game that you needed to improve on?
First set, I didn't prepare properly. Then after second set, I find back my confidence.
Now, let's talk about confidence. Is there a lot of pressure being the first singles and deliver those points?
Yes, I think so.
But you got through pretty good. Congratulations on the win for Petaling BC. Back to you in the Court commentary box.
I think there was more pressure with the question, actually.
Yes, I think Kai couldn't handle the attacking play of Shango when he got into his stride. He was a little bit behind the pace of the smashes. Tried to play his own constructed points, had periods where he did that very well, but
Yep.
actually what lost him the match were some real glaring errors. Maybe in the end, Kai on his Kopiko Purple League debut, finding the pressure too much to handle.
Might just have to be that. But all in all, this has led to, as we look at some of the great positioning play. Gone to the backhand side. That's where most of it was won. Just pressuring that backhand side as well.
A lot of attacks on that backhand side, and so I'm saying that Kai was just a little bit slow to get the defense in position. Move the leg across. Here again. You
Yep.
see this one, and there's no response. Just finding the gap beautifully.
That's right.
But really a poor lift as well on many occasions from Kai, who knows he can play better.
And good unforced error tally from Shango. KE, well, a little bit less, 36 at the net, and good stats all in all from Petaling. As I said, they've got a very good run-up at the end of this time, mixed doubles, men's singles, and mix and men's doubles. So really, it's up to Kajang in these next 2 ties to put more points, as many as possible, onto the board, and that's going to be Bun Wei Ying doing it for Kajang against Lim Yin Fun, who's proved to be solid enough.
Yes, Lim Yin Feng turning into quite a reliable performer so far in the Kopiko Purple League. Just one match where she struggled to overcome a very, very athletic Sarita, but
That's right.
so far she's got a lot of class and quality in all the shots she's been playing. This will be an interesting matchup against Bun Wei.
And while Stephen Ong and his team gets ready, we're going to cross over to the court where the managers are waiting to talk to JD.
All right, down here with the managers before the start of this match. First, let's chat with Kaylin from Kajang BC. You're sticking with Bun Wei Ying for this match. What do you think she needs to focus on to win today?
Actually, I think she needs to do less mistake, I think, because the level is different. So she will try everything to get the point, of course, yeah.
I like that. Lessen the mistakes, hope for a win. I like that. Now, over to Lieutenant Colonel Wong Ajay from Petaling BC. Yin Fan's lost just, if my stats are right, she's lost just once in the Kopiko Purple League. Any concerns with today's match?
So far, she has been consistent, I would say. I believe she will do well tonight.
Thank you very much, managers. Back to you in the Ivor Court commentary box.
Just one loss. And a consistent performer. But I think what was really important there was the emphasis on lessening mistakes, which is exactly why we've been focusing on unforced errors as we move through the tournament. Bun Wei Ying, just 19 years old, no ranking. And Lim Yin Fan has been, as you said, a consistent performer.
She has, and her time in the national team is really showing, in, as I said, the quality of all her stroke play. And Bun Wei Ying, so having a step up, playing one of her, I suppose, country mates or country compatriots, but obviously having to find a new level in this arena.
And this arena, of course, being a televised arena, it is just as important. So we'll see if Lim Yin Fan can add another 3. I can just see that her right knee is quite heavily taped up. Hopefully that's not going to give her a problem.
Yes, I mean, we see that the forces that are generated usually on the leading knee from, if you're a right knee, right-handed player, left knee, left-handed player, you know, they're really exceptional. So stresses and strains take their toll over the course of a season.
Now that would mean that Bun Wei Ying has to come up with a very heavy positional game, something that's very
on my right, Petaling BC represented by Lim Yin Fan. And on my left, Kajang BC represented by Bun Wei Ying. Kajang BC to serve, level, play.
Important for Kajang to pick up some points here if they are to weather the storm later on in the tie.
Yes, and Bun Wei Ying has had some tough opponents, quite frankly. She lost to Yap Ray Chen in her debut. She played Aprilia Yuswandari, strong Indonesian player.
That's right.
And very well respected now, and Super Series winner Tai Shi Ying from Mar City. So she's not having an easy time of it.
Not at all. Not with that fixture list.
League.
But that's a great drop shot.
Service over. 1-2.
The slightest of touches needed for that.
Showing her attacking strength there.
2-all.
Fans out in force for Kajang.
Really curling that one around into the line. Finding the mark again.
Wow, this is interesting.
2.
A nice drop shot, plus beautiful shot into the corner. Doesn't seem phased at all.
Service over. 3-all.
Powerful attack from Lim Yin Fan. She's
solid enough.
Yeah, I mean, she tends to play a more controlling game, but often seen her really attack well. And when she does that, very effective.
Right now her smash and her drives to the baseline just too much to handle. or at least to return effectively.
Free.
And I can tell you, just watching the serve of Lim Yin Feng, it's the highest of all the players we've seen from the Malaysian national ladies team today, including Yang Li Lian and Chiu Xian.
Well, the drop shot didn't work out there.
Yeah.
4-5.
Well recovered from Wei Ying, but not enough.
Yep.
Calmly
dispatched
by Lim Yin Feng.
So she gets her first 2-point lead in the game, and at an important point as well, 6-4. This crucial. And it's an error that gives her 7-4. I say crucial because during 11 points, of course, 6, 7, and 8 are your really important points. And if you've built up a lead by then, it's a pretty good chance you can close it out. It's another error.
8-4.
8-4 on the score. Just 3 more.
Service over.
Didn't get it that time.
5-8.
Now we've seen players, as soon as they do get a decent run, try some trick shots perhaps, or maybe some more eloquent shots, I should say, as opposed to the standard bread and butter ones. But
9-5.
Lim Yin Feng, not really that kind of player. She's just kind of see her just solidly getting through all 3 games. She's doing well enough here at 9-5. Drop shot on that side, on that left side, letting her down.
6,
but she should have enough points based on the 6 unforced errors already made by Boon Wei. 7 now out of the 1 game.
10.
That's a bad error, a crucial point in the match for Boon Wei Ying. She knows it.
(10-6), 4 game points.
Game.
And she was already walking to the chair when she'd taken that. How confident she was with it. 11-6.
Well closed out by Lim Yin Feng.
Well, if this goes the way it's supposed to go, with the exception of Go Shem's strange pairing with Iskander Zulkarnain, which will be coming up after this, could be a clean 18, could be straight 6 wins.
Well,
might be.
Yes. Well, in this game, Lim Yin Feng is using very effectively her drive and penetrating shots to the baseline, controlling them very nicely, keeping them in, and that's really kept Boon Wei Ying at the back of the court.
Yeah.
And so far, she hasn't had enough attacking responses to put Lim Yin Feng under any real pressure. It's a really interesting serve that Lim Yin Feng has. It goes really high up and then comes down on top of you. And so far, Boon appears to be finding it hard to handle that.
It is a 2 steps back serve. Gives you even more time to see and choose that 3rd shot.
Second game, level play.
Also plays well with somebody whose knee is taped up. That was a short serve. That's in. Well done. Reading her points very well today.
She did well to get that. Obviously, the shorter serve brings the chance of getting pushed past you, which is what happened there, but she responded well. And again, Lim Yin Feng looking absolutely in control at the moment.
Service over. 1,
soft hands from
a chance now.
Boon Wei Ying brings her first point in the second game. Nicely intercepted.
Service over. 3-1.
Well, she was never going to return that from there. And tried it very late as well. There you go, as I said, back to court. Not really the best of stats for completion. Now she's trying to return with power, stretching it a bit long.
4-1.
Lim Yin Fan so far, just 3 unforced errors midway through the second game.
5-1.
That so far is the best rate that we've seen. If she can keep it then, I don't think she's going to get troubled too much so far by the game of Bun Wei-ying. So if she can hold it there.
Oh, delightful.
That was a good drop.
6-1.
Oh, is that oh, that went out. Sorry, it went out.
No, still, it was a good drop. For us, it's a good drop, whether it actually went in or not, if it was that close. But from that part of the court, hard enough. But look at the returns coming back from Lim Yin Fan here.
7-1.
Falling back.
She was really not being troubled at all by Bun Wei-fan, who's had some good moments, but overall she just struggled from the back of the court. She just has no options from there. She either has to play it long or somehow put in a somewhat weak attack.
Well, the great thing is, and you know, of course you guys can't see all these stats, but I can tell you that the balance of her game is great. 3 smash winners, 3 net winners, 3 clear winners, 3 unforced errors. By keeping all those categories at 3, what we're seeing here is
it's an all-round
game. Yeah, it's
attack
good.
from Lim Yin Fan. Very astonishing statistics, as you say.
Yeah, you don't usually see them. It's like the most solid game you could have. And it's being proved as she hasn't made one yet. Oh, look at that.
Oh, and gritting the teeth to get back to that one.
Okay, well, that was at least good pushing by Bun Wei-ying.
It's the first time that Lim Yin Fan has been under pressure, perhaps in the match, positionally.
Yeah, that is true. That is at 9-2 or 2-9. First time we've seen some bite from Bun Wei-ying. But again, it's another unforced error from the 19-year-old.
Game point 2.
8 game points here for Lim Yin Fan, still on 3 unforced errors. And it's another clear winner. Beautiful drop shot. So, so far the most complete game of badminton. That's complete match actually at this rate that I've seen, with Lim Yin Fan just doing really well on all categories.
Yes, she is in total control at the moment and not really being pressured by Bun Wei-ying
at all. Yeah,
has unfortunately,
there was that one point near the end.
One step behind her opponent.
1 point near the end of that second game, but those scores don't lie. 9 minutes, that's exactly why you can climb up that quickly. And you have such good stats. Unforced errors, Bun Wei-ying's on 12. She's kind of which isn't actually that bad. We've seen worse. But 3. And there are her parents. Lim's parents. She must be very... I wonder if they are happy with the fact that all 4 of those categories are currently full. I wonder if her dad's going, well, hey, that's smash winners, clear winners, net winners, and unforced errors. Really solid game. It just goes to show you don't have to be Wang Xixian. You don't have to be Wang Yihan to put together a complete game of badminton. We said she was a consistent performer. We didn't think she was going to be this consistent, but she's doing the business so far. There's one.
Service over. 1 love.
Well,
just her 4th in the game.
That was better from Bun Wei-ying. She hasn't moved as well as her opponent tonight, who has been intercepting well and cutting out a lot of chances, but that's quicker at the net.
Service
yes, disappointed with that error.
All.
So this entire match so far has taken 10 minutes. Yes, I said the entire match so far has taken 10 minutes. 5 minutes for the first game, 4 for the second. One so far here. Another winner.
2-1.
So it was a good point by Bun Wei-ying to force that 4th unforced error from Lim Yin-fan, but she seems back to business here. And if she does go through, I wouldn't be surprised if she says it was a great game, because she has really been on the money.
3-1.
Well, Bun Wei-ying, just, again, she's struggling so much at the back of the court. It's difficult to see how she can change her game enough to put her opponent under pressure. Lim Yin-fan just, well, that was the way to do it, a shot like that. She can find that mark every time and deceive her opponents.
Exactly. Yep, that was it.
She will get improvement. Unfortunately, so far, most of her...
Oh, is that out? It's out.
Gone long.
3-all.
Upset her rhythm a little bit.
Management happy to see Bun Wei-ying coming back into it.
That one's out, so 4-3.
Service over. 4-3.
Just scolding herself a little bit on that shot.
Another
for
error
it
there.
again, yeah. Just going for it. She has to really try and find that zone that makes life uncomfortable for Lim Yin-fan at the front of the court.
That is the only zone we've seen so far, and that would call for some really high quality drop shots, because Yin-fan keeps pushing her to the baseline.
And she's intercepting well things that are going past her, and it's only at the front where Lim Yin-fan has been vulnerable.
And that's in.
But that's a great cross-court smash. Bun Wei-ying.
4-5.
4-5.
And that's what I'm talking about. She had to really stretch to get that lift, which was a little bit weak, and that allows the opportunity to attack.
It's the one time we've seen Yin-fan just caught out positionally, but again, another beautiful shot.
Service over.